did well, actually. We'll see how well they do. And then here's the wildflower garden. Turned out incredibly well for two cheapy little discounted packs of seeds at Fred Meyer. Thank you, Fred Meyer. But I mean, like, how nice is that? So I'm thinking I'm going to do, expand the wildflower idea. So here's what I meant by I've been clearing around, and I've just been starting and going outwards from the bush. And I've started on both ends, so we'll just work our way down. And then there's always that noise. In all fairness, it is commute time, I assume. I don't work outside the home, so I'm not really aware of commute times. So this is going to be a mixture of coneflower, lavender, sages, salvias, heathers, things like that. They're all things that the deer tend to shy away from. Bee balm, black-eyed Susans, things like that. I mean, deer will eat anything. But you can see it's a lot of work. If they're hungry enough, they'll eat anything. But you can see it's a lot of work. But I think it's going to pay off. And that's why I end up with all this debris. It's because then I have to rake it away from the work area. If you look at the amount of rock, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I got one yesterday. I mean, you have to use a pickaxe 24/7. You don't have a choice. There was one the other day. Oh, look at this log I just found in the ground. This guy. I wonder how long that thing's been there. So the log that I'm using for down there is the one that Matt and I rolled. He heaved it, we heaved it, and we worked together, but moved it down. It was actually kind of fun, but I would have killed myself if I tried doing it myself. I put Creeping Jenny and Creeping Charlie over here, kind of on this old stump. I've got a couple of conifers there that I may move over, transplant into the conifer section. And then here's the other end. And by the way, the Leland cypresses and the Douglas firs on the other side are doing great. The rhododendrons, I mean, holy moly, folks. Healthy looking plants. I hope that's going to continue. So over here we have the rudbeckias, the echinacea, we have more lavenders, we have some, what's it called? Not spruce, spurge, which is this, coreopsis we have over here. These are dianthus also. That's that pinky thing. And then these are like different kinds of cool salvias that I didn't even know existed. I got these at the farmer's market downtown. And so these are my ends of this kind of this section here. And I think it's turning out pretty well. You can see that I just have a lot of land that I have to deal with. One thing that I just don't want to raise my voice over the look at these rocks. Yeah, I found one the other day. It was huge. So my thought process has shifted on the garden, on my vegetable garden, because I was going to have it over there. I am going to keep the greenhouse for over there. I think that makes sense still. Like in a really attractive greenhouse. I'd rather put my money there. And because this is really my usable land. And I would do raised beds probably, but I was thinking of taking it from post to post. You know, the pink markers that you can see in the distance, those are my markers for the land, the border, the property line. So I was going to go from, and I'm trying to hold my coffee. I shouldn't have brought my coffee out with me. Okay, get a grip, Mark. I just don't want to put it on the dirt, but oh well. Definitely commute time. So my goal is, so there's a pink marker right there in that corner, and then the other one is there, because I have like, it is a polygon, but it's not a hexagon, it is a trapezoid. The property is a trapezoid shape. So this is kind of the trapezoid part of it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out from the pink marker, just to the side of that, the last roto and the last one. I'm going to come right out to here, and also this guy's going to come out to here, and the back is going to have, instead of fencing it in, I'll just use deer fencing and do it, you know, do it properly to where it's the kind that has like the wood and then the deer fencing, so it's not like the flimsy stuff like I did where I just put it up. It's actually kind of like framed out, I guess is how you put it. And so then I'm going to be able to come out because of the septic area, I wouldn't have enough room over in this area, because I've got the tanks, I've got things that travel over here, I've got a maintenance box there, and then this is the whole septic field. So I can't do anything in this area. I mean, I'm going to do some ground cover, and that's the other thing. I was going to cover that and whatnot, but I have since researched in the state about what to do with, because so many people have septics here, that you know, like what are ideas to landscape your septic system, and it's very helpful. And I'm going to go the ground cover route. So I'm just going to get rid of the grass slowly but surely, and then I am going to add soil, 2 inches of soil, and because they said you can go up to 2 inches of soil, or I'm going to get close to that, and because the soil's garbage here currently. And then and yeah, so different kinds of ground covers, and then I'll use you know, like pea gravel, and you know, do some paths, you know, just some light paths, not much, and just have it be ground cover, different kinds of ground cover that are also relatively drought tolerant, because this is like the hot point. Because if you're here on your back, you're kind of looking around like you have these giant trees surrounding you on all sides, but if you're right smack dab here where the sculpture is, it's very hot. It just beats down. I mean, it's fine in winter, but so I'm really excited about that. So it'd probably be like a big rectangle or square, and it would just come, and I guess I would probably have I wouldn't put a gate on the back side, but I'd put a gate like right over here. So that's very exciting. I'm gonna hire those guys to get rid of the debris, or else I'll do a burn barrel. And I've been trimming up the huckleberry, the native stuff, just to the best of my ability, because otherwise I'm going to pull it out, but I don't really want to do it. But I'm also going to do the same that I kind of did over there on the other side, with kind of like extending the bed, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to just start, and I'm going to just kind of, you know, work out, and you can see there's kind of like a natural line where the bed would go, and it's just kind of going to go right like this. I am going to have to do at some point a little bit of a step up here, and then more than likely at some point a very, very, very low, not a pony wall, like a retainer, like a very low retainer wall, You know, but I just don't want like heavy machinery, and because of, I mean, I've got these tanks right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy moly. So I think you'd agree a lot's been going on out here, but I do have to get, you saw all those plants in their containers, right? Their pots. I have a lot to do. I gotta load up on some topsoil, and then I gotta get those guys planted. But it's all good, fun stuff. Let's just go back inside real quick. I know it seems like I always pick the worst times to go on walkabout. It's like when all the cars are going by, you can't even hear yourself think. And it's weird because I don't really notice it when I'm inside the house. But it's really nice in the sun, but I'm bundled up because if you're not in the sun, it's chilly. So before... What a pain in the ass. I don't want Peacock. Spotify. No, you know what? I'm not happy with you. So before I turn the music on, and before I, get in trouble and whatnot, let me make sure I didn't bring in too much debris. I need to open up that front door, unlock the front door. But yeah, so things have been going super well. I do have that other medical procedure, but we are coming into winter, so hopefully... Oh God, I did track badly. Damn it. Arg. All right. I have no idea what you guys can see. I know I'm terrible with camera work, folks. Sorry. Hopefully it makes you stay awake, because you have to pay attention more because of my crappy. But I do need to put some deep blue with Copaiba. Yeah, that's for my jammed knuckles, my jammed fingers. Why does the screen look like this? I don't get it. Spotify. Holy moly. They just shut it off on their own. It's like I pay for that. Don't shut it off unless I shut it off. I guess I didn't like that I had paused it for so long. Anyway, don't worry. Won't get in trouble. I'll just pause it. Anyway, thanks for hanging in here. I hope this was helpful in terms of catching up on things. I'm trying to think of what else, so I have a feeling it's going to become more home and garden, than anything. Again, everything I talk about is always with a positive spin, and I hope that you can take away from just listening and seeing that, this old fart in the middle of the woods can do stuff and make things happen and whatnot. And it's just all about taking those positive steps and just, every day I try to be the best version of myself. I think I'm a much better version of myself than I was in 2016 or 2020, or, I really feel like I'm one of the best, probably the best version of myself I think I've ever been. And that's encouraging, because, time is fleeting. The clock is ticking, especially in my case. And I just figure, why go out with Life's too short. Make it wonderful and positive while you can. And I know there's stuff that gets in your way. You just have to kind of take a deep breath and just kind of say, okay, this too shall pass. Now, how can I best address this? Where do I, really make smart decisions and choices up front? And then a lot of times you're not having to deal with negative things on the back end. If you kind of set it up, at the beginning as best as possible, the likelihood of it going south and becoming, turning sour, becoming negative is lessened, I think. That's my opinion. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. And again, this is Mark out at Positively Peninsular. I know it's been forever and a day, and I will definitely get that. I will get the lost episodes up on the whatchamacallit on the channel, and then I'll do this one. Otherwise, it's all weird and out of order. I don't know. I'm not sure about how to. I wish I could somehow do it and put it into an order, but it doesn't do it like that. Anyway, I hope everything is great and positive for y'all. But go be kind, and that's the homework for till the next time. could be a while. No, I'll try not to. And be positive. So Mark out here at Positively Peninsular. So have a beautiful day. I think I am. Oh yeah.